V'zehu dichsiv, and this is what it's written, Ruach ha'adam ha'ola hila maila, that the spirit of man goes upwards, V'ruach ha'behema, and the spirit of the animal, hayoredes, that goes down, hila mata la'aretz, it is downwards towards the earth. Ta'anefesh eloki sukoach eloki, that the divine soul is a divine ability, a divine strength. Be'etzem, in essence, chilek eloka mimal, a portion of the divine above, a part of the divine, v'yeshlo hamshacha tivis le'elokus, and has a natural draw towards the divine, k'mo shekasuv rishafer ishpei eish shall have his car, like it's written in Shir Hashirim, its flames are flames of fire, a torch of Yud-Kei. K'mo halahav she'olet tamid l'mayla, like a flame that's constantly flickering upwards. So to the divine soul, nimshach tamid lelukus, is constantly drawn towards the divine. V'akoach haseichel shebenefesh elokis, and the ability of intellectual ability of the divine soul, urak lahaskil ulahavin belukus, is only to understand and know, to have wisdom of and understand and elokus. B'chol sodos haTorah, and all the secrets of the Torah shenikra chachma elokus bilvad, that's called the wisdom of elokus. Bal b'seichel v'chachma acheres, but in other kinds of wisdom, hini nefesh zu eina misugal lahaskil lahavin. So this soul it's not within its purview to be wise in it or understand it. So the animalistic soul understands the physical, and the divine soul understands the divine. Because it only is wise and grasps in something that is from its root and source in the supernal divinity. And doesn't understand physicality at all, but only divinity as it is, and to the point where this soul that is wise, only in this, that the ability of intellect within it, is only a ability to understand it within the divine, Lashon Iddish getlich, something godly, v'kochos elokim mamosh, and divine abilities. Then understands those, lahaskil b'chol davar b'bichinas haruchnis sheba, to understand in each thing its spiritual component, u'b'bichinas ayin ha'eloki hamahave kol bria u'bria, and this is with the divine that's not understood, as creates every creation, yesh u'metzius davar, liyesh u'metzius davar, to exist and be something. V'ulachkor betivo muhuso, and that is to figure out in its nature and its essence, and how each creation is nullified in its existence to the divine naught that creates it. And also to be wise and grasp levels of divinity that are beyond creation, and the general differences, that the divine soul, its whole wisdom and grasping is only within divinity. And the animalistic soul, its whole wisdom and grasping is only within the physical. And the reason for this is that the divine soul is a part of the Elokah above, L'chein yaskil rak belukus, therefore it only is wise within elukus. V'hanefesh habahamis hu gashmi, and the animalistic soul is physical. Morkav medal yisodos gashmim, composed of four physical fundamental elements. L'chein kol haskalazu b'hagshama davka, therefore all its understanding is physicalized. Imkein harei hanefesh elukis v'hanefesh habahamis him hofchim ze mizeh, so the divine soul and the animalistic soul are opposite one from the other. And nonetheless we see a wondrous thing, that there's a union and tying together of the divine soul with the animalistic soul. That is a divine soul, and when it's enclosement in the body, and the animalistic soul, so the divine soul within the animalistic soul in the body will be wise and grasp the divinity as it's enclosed within the intellect of the natural soul. So they work together. And that is the idea that you can draw close each concept that you're grasping and within divinity, each and every detail, lahavinu b'mashalim, to understand it with an allegory. With allegories, v'dimyonos b'dvarim gashmim, and compare them to physical imaginings. Then when you are wise with this divine wisdom, so this divine wisdom is felt below. Just as it is above, so too it's felt below in the natural soul, in the natural intellect. And through this, the divine soul is able to grasp divinity through the senses, through the physical things. It then is able to grasp the divine as well, not just through the spiritual that the nefesh elokis is usually confined to. Which is impossible for the divine soul to grasp in this way, if we're not enclosed in the natural soul. That the divine soul on its own is removed from the enclothement and confines of the physical, and will only understand the spiritual alone. And like we said, and through its enclothement in the natural soul, the that the intellect of the natural soul understands the physical things. Now when the divine soul understands this divine idea, as it's enclothed within the natural intellect, so then it's understanding the divine from the senses of the natural soul. In a clear and present way. And further, that through the allegories and the imaginings, so the animalistic soul now is also grasping the divine, because these allegories are physical things that the animalistic soul can understand, and through the allegory it can come to what's allegorized, to grasp the divine concept. So it's found then that the divine soul and the animalistic soul, or hagam shem hofchim zamizeh, even though they are opposite one from the other. Mikol makom harehem misachtim, they nonetheless unite. Umislab shim zeh bezeh, and enclose one in the other, and allow each other to grasp either the nefesh elokis, divinity through the physical, to make it clear to the sensual, or the nefesh bahamis can understand something spiritual that it usually can't. That the enclosement of the intellect of the divine soul in the intellect of the animalistic soul, so this causes the purification of the intellect of the animalistic soul, this that can understand the divine, and can unite and be included with the intellect of the divine soul. So too, through this, the divine soul purifies and cleanses its portion in the world, in the physical world, and so it can affect it. That is the physical things, through which it grasps the divine. So it's able to see within these physical things a divine concept. That is that it sees the details of the allegory within of what's allegorized within the allegory, because it knows the nimshol and it sees it within the mashal of the physical. And how they're truly one. And then the physical does not hide and cover it upon it. Exactly the opposite. Through this, it's able to see the divine in a revealed and sensual state, truly within the physical world as well. And this is that the divine soul, the flame, to its enclothement of the animalistic soul, the wick, so it shines and purifies the animalistic soul, and its portion in the world. It lights up the physical. So too it is with the arousal and feeling of emotions, because the divine soul on its own, hariy kol midos of him lahavaya levado, all its emotions are only to Hashem. Like Eliyahu Navi said, as Hashem lives, or the life of Hashem that I stood in front of. That refers to the state of the divine soul standing, so to speak, with love and fear in a state of love and fear in front of the divine, that gets aroused from the divinity that it grasps. And is drawn towards elokus with a love and a cleaving. Or with a love of flames of fire. And its essential arousal is ethereal and spiritual, removed from all arousal and feeling in the physical feeling. It's a more spiritual arousal within the soul. And the animalistic soul is opposite this. That all its emotions are within the physical. To desire all physical desire. And its arousal is with a great noise and very physical. But nonetheless we see that there's a union between the emotions of the divine soul with the emotions of the animalistic soul. That before we explained how the intellect is enclosed one in the other, and now we're saying that it's the same as with the emotions as well. The emotions towards the divine are united with the emotions towards the physical, to see to feel emotions towards the divine emotions through the physical. And that is when the divine soul contemplates elukus, as it's enclosed within the intellect of the animalistic soul, until the animalistic soul also understands that which the divine grasping, the concept of the divine. Like we said, so through the enclosement of the intellect one and the other, you can affect the emotions of one to the other as well. So the arousal of the emotions of the divine soul, that happens through this contemplation. It happens through the arousal and the feeling in the heart of the physical flesh. So the intellect affects the emotions, and to that the physical heart should also feel this. Like it says, that my heart and my flesh will sing towards the living Kel. That the heart and the physical flesh of the natural soul, the Adam hu nefesh, that the blood is the soul, mispayel al elukus, that itself is aroused towards the divine. To go out of its coarse desires, and to be included in and to cleave to Hashem, with all its, the heart truly, the physical heart, like it says, with all your hearts, with your two yitzers, that also the bad inclination that's in the left side of the heart, that is composed of, that's full of bad desires and strange loves, is changed to holiness. That you should love, you should love Havaya. And is united with the love of the divine soul. So through this grasping this, that the abilities of the intellect and emotion of the divine soul are grasped by the intellect and the emotions of the animalistic soul. So this causes the purification and cleansing of the animalistic soul, that it should also be changed, flipped to the divine. And through this union of the divine soul with the animalistic soul, the divine soul is able to purify all the physical things. It's called Dvarim Hagashmim, like eating and drinking, and all other physical matters in the world. That with this you complete the true intent, that I made the land, that you have the Anochi and the Eretz together. You recognize how the divine creates the physical. That should be purified and cleansed through the service of man. That therefore man is called a candle. Like it says, the candle of Hashem is the soul of man. So to the Torah mitzvahs are called a candle. Like we said, it's the oil in the wick. Or like it says, that the candle is a mitzvah and the Torah is light. And like our sages said, that your candle is in my hand, and my candle is in your hand. If you guard my candle, I'll guard your candle. That my candle in your hand, that's the candle of a mitzvah and the Torah of light. And my candle in your hand, that's the candle of Hashem, is the soul of man. Or your candle is in my hand, is the candle of Hashem is the soul of man. Let's do it back. Let's go back and do it again. That my candle in your hand, who ner mitzvah Torah or. So that's the candle of a mitzvah and Torah of light that we have to guard. My candle, Hashem says, it's in our hand. And your candle is in my hand, Hashem says. Hu ner havaya nishmasadim. That's the candle of Hashem, is the soul of man, is in Hashem's hand. And if you guard my candle b'kiyoma mitzvos, with a fulfillment of mitzvos, b'kviyus itim laTorah, and set times for Torah study, hineni mishameres nircha, I will guard your candle, mashenos nimkoach b'neshama, that's given strength within to the soul, shichol laha'ir, ulifol ba'olam, that it should be able to shine and to affect the world. So the soul is guarded by Hashem to fulfill its purpose. The just like the candle shines the place of darkness and shadow, so to man shines the darkness of the world. And since the worlds were created through many confinements, vehelamos vestadim, and hidings and coverings of the divine, to the point where there are a place of darkness. And how much more so this physical world, this world, that it's a concept of thick darkness, that's doubled and doubled over. To the point where it's full of klippos on the other side. Like it's brought in Tanya in chapter 36. And on this is the concept of the candle of Havaya, is the soul of man, to shine the darkness of this world. We are like a candle that Hashem uses to shine the darkness. That through the contemplation of the divine soul within man, that contemplates the greatness and the exaltedness of the infinite light, may be blessed and is aroused within their soul on the divine, so that divine light then is in a revealed state within their soul, and in their portion in the world. So it's shining within the world. Then you've united the essential intellect with its outer garments. And the vessel for this type of candle is the study of Torah. Like we said, that it's the kli, b'kfiyus dafka, specifically in set times for Torah study. The chol avoda hi biyagia dafka, that any type of service is specifically with toil. V'akoach al avoda zuhu hisorus rachamim, and the ability, the strength that we have to do this type of service is through the arousal of mercies. The Rashi Alfei Yisrael, of the heads of the thousands of Israel, asher be'or torasam v'avodasam, that through the light of their Torah and their service, me'orim u'me'irim, es hanaran de neshamas Yisrael, they awaken and shine the nefesh, ruach, neshama of the souls of Israel. The hiyos chazak b'limra Torah, to be strong in their study of Torah, v'kiyuma mitzvos, and fulfillment of the mitzvos. And that's the idea of there's one who spreads out, who spends and then brings in even more than they spent. La'archa birchan le'ela v'sata, to throw out blessings above and below. So it's a shining of the divine abilities of the tzaddikim into the neshamos. V'zehu Pizar Nason La'evyonim, and this is the idea of he spread out to he gave a spreading out to the poor. That through spreading out his abilities, his toil in divine service, to help, to awaken and shine into the poor people, the Avion, who mi shita'ev, that what is an Avion is from Lashon Ava, of desire, somebody who is a taiva. Like a student who desires to receive from his rabbi, aside from the fact that his righteousness stands forever, but almost in the supernal realms, in elevation after elevation, as is known, but he's also found in this world more than in his lifetime. So we're talking about the tzaddik affecting the other neshamos, like giving tzedakah to the poor, that the other souls are like the poor, and he awakens them and gives them sustenance. And not only in the fact that the tzaddik his righteousness stands forever from the time he did it, but even more so after he passes, you can have an even stronger effect. V'zeu karno de kerna atzmi shel tzaddik, and that's what it means. His horn, his glory, the essential glory of the tzaddik, shua iloi bi iloi achar iloi, that is the elevation of elevation after elevation. Be'olamos ha'elyonim kanal, in the supernal realms, like we said. So that's the difference between the olam haba. So that's a something in the world to come. So that, but it's not as great as kano tarom bekavod in the physical world. That refers to an even higher level, that their glory, their essential glory, shua iloi be iloi achar iloi be'olamos elyonim kanal, tarum bechavod, should be elevated in honor. Shu hakfius itim leTorah, which are the set times for Torah study. This is meaning to say, I guess, in this world, that the elevation of honor, the highest level of the tzedakah, that's, so to speak, given to the poor from the nefesh, from the soul of the tzaddik, is in the set times for Torah study. Ubiprat letashbar, especially to tinokus shel beis rabban, teaching children Torah, de'ein kavod ela Torah, that there's no honor other than Torah. That's tarum bechavod, that you will lift up their glory with the kavod, and kavod is Torah, teaching children Torah. V'zeu Pizar Nason La'evyonim, and this is the idea of he spreads out something to the poor. He needs idkaso medes la'ad, so then his righteousness stands forever. Yischus avos lo tamu, that the merit of our forefathers has not gone away. So it's meaning it's medes la'ad, the schus of the avos, Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and the other tzaddikim, and his glory is lifted through honor, the al yidei Mesiras Nefesh al Limud Torah, that through self-sacrifice in Torah study, Nimshach Ramas HaKeren, that causes the lifting of the glory, Hein Biruchnius, Ve'hein Bigashmius, whether it's spiritual or physical. V'kamoshikosov, like it says, V'yarim Keren La'amo, that he lifts the glory of his nation. He lifts the horn of his nation, the Am Hashem, that the nation of Hashem, Keshem Mosrim Nafshem ala Torah, when they give up their soul, have self-sacrifice for the study of Torah, L'kvua itim li Torah, to set times for Torah study, Asher gam be'es hatirda, that even when it's difficult, they're distracted, Shom hakfius, they guard those times for Torah study, Espinot Torah, and teach their son Torah, without any type of holding back or stopping at all. That's when their honor will be lifted, their glory will be lifted, both in the spiritual and the physical. Ketzer, so we explained that the divine soul, its main concept is divine intellect, and is wise and grasps in each thing the divinity in it, and through its enclothement in the natural soul, it grasps the divine through the senses, and causes a purifying of the animalistic soul. And when the emotions of the divine soul are caught by the emotions that are purified of the animalistic soul, so that also shines the darkness within the world. And the heads of the thousands of Israel awaken great mercies, to throw down blessings above and below.